Hey everyone, I welcome to the stream. I hope you're all doing well. Um, yeah, I thought I would just do a little stream. I had some events in the last 2 weeks that I got me really excited to play. A lot of new players in Vancouver. Um, yeah, so last weekend I went to Seattle and we played in the Seattle circuit opener. We had like 28 people there. It was really, really fun. And I should probably have pulled this up beforehand. And we'll see where. There we go. Um, yeah, I finished fifth. Finished fifth, not making the top four cut on .02 SOS. We did like a top four cut after 6 rounds of single sided Swiss, and it was a top four cut without tiebreakers. Played NEH and Sable, had a ton of fun, and I had some people ask about the NEH deck, and I thought I would just show it off here a little bit, and then I also have some other plans, playing some Mirrormorph, and then if we have time, I'll probably look at some Gnat as well. The Mirrormorph and the Gnat mainly come from a new player who joined the Vancouver meta, and he's been really excited about like just learning the game, learning about all the different cards and all the different archetypes that you can play, and it's been great to see that, and it's given me a lot of energy. I'll talk more about that as we get to that point. So let's start with some NEH. So I got Bridgman to post the deck just today because I was gonna play it and then post it. So he was like, might as well post it himself. This is a deck that he made that we were testing prior to APAC. We didn't end up playing it for a couple of reasons. Um, I I basically chose to play the R plus, and then new ideas came up. He started playing the Ob, and this deck was kind of left to the side. But this deck's a really cool tempo deck. So you're kind of just your game plan is not to like prison them down with Bladderwort like what some people were doing by porting Bladderwort into NBN asset spam. This deck is just using Bladderwort for tempo. So it's an annoying card. It's going to hurt the runner's tempo. They're going to lose a card or two. They're going to trash it for $3. And in the meantime, we're just going to keep spamming the board. And sometimes like we'll score an agenda, and then Amani Sinai will bounce their stuff. It combos really well with Artificial Crypto Crash, and you just kind of try to use your tempo to take advantage of the scoring windows that you create. One interesting thing about this deck is that you're just trying to stay on top of the runner, and if you're ever not on top of the runner and the runner gets on top of you, then you're gonna lose the game. Hey Alec, how's it going? Um, champ stream, yeah. How's it going, Vale? Oh, and I before I jump into things, I know that like I put it in the description of this stream that like I usually don't follow like things that happen on GLC, on Slack, and all the other Discord places. Simply because I don't have the time. But I know that there's a lot of discussions that go on about various topics, and I would love to like address some of that if anybody has like specific questions about certain things. Um, yeah, like my thoughts on any situation. I would love to talk about that stuff. So yeah. Okay, let's jump into some games. So I'm just gonna copy this. Um, this is also in my decks as well. Actually, I probably have it built. Let's see. Near Earth Hub. Okay, yeah, here it is. This should be the same list, but yeah, we'll just save it to move it to the top. And let's go. Say streaming. Yeah, I hope everyone's doing well. I'm excited to teach Netrunner to my residents finally on Friday. I just sent an email to like my resident group chat, and I have like three sets of System Gateway that I've borrowed from people. Oh well, two that I own, and 2 that I've borrowed from people. So that's 4 sets. And yeah, it's going to be a ton of fun. Let me just pull up the deck list. Oh, there's a game in here already. And oh boy. Man, this hand is so good. Bladderwort, Rashida, and Nasex is so good. But Bologna... we keep a double Bologna hand against Smoke. I think I'm gonna do it. Is that crazy? That seems really crazy. So there's some comments that I've missed. Nice to see you back streaming. Yay. No Eula is a little surprising. We're gonna keep this. We're gonna have some fun. Exactly. Smoke won't pressure much early on. That's my thoughts exactly. Let's just... Oh, hard hitting. Let's go. Let's go. Alright, 1, 2, 3. Next turn we're gonna have to discard. This is like the slight bad thing about NEH, is if you Rashida turn 1, then you're gonna draw too many cards next turn, because we're gonna mandatory draw and then draw 3 with Rashida, and then when we install, we're gonna draw another card. So we're gonna have to discard. They found the Rashida, because they're good at the game. Daily cast SMC, fine. Res this. Res this. Start turn, please. Thank you, Bladderwort. Hit a no free lunch. Nice. We probably just throw the news at them, because this is great drip. So let's start with Spin Doctor. Maryland's a great draw. It doesn't... Okay, so Maryland doesn't do us anything right now. So we'll probably just take a credit. And then hard hitting. The reason Maryland doesn't do us anything is because we don't have money to res it next turn. So we might as well just hold on to it and we'll install it next turn. I saw Kisra said, I need advice. I need to know what decks to play for UK Nats. If I was going to UK Nats, I would just play... On runner side, there's a lot of options. But on corp side, I would just play my Sports Metal deck card for card. I would not make a single change. I'd play that Sports Metal deck card for sure. Okay. So we don't need to spin. Let's Bladderwort to hit Deep Dive. Okay. Let's install Maryland Campaign. That goes on the board for sure. We could res the spin to draw. We don't need to yet. Let's see if they get suspicious of the fact that we're leaving unresed cards on the board. Because some people might. We don't need to draw yet. Just because we had an awkward amount of credits here. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so we're gonna res this. We're gonna res this. We're gonna shuffle hard hitting and Bladderwort. Okay. Okay, so we need to score a Bologna soon. Rashida's nice. Yeah, it's fine. Okay. Is Rest Rider going to or not? Rest Rider is going. Rest Rider, Bridgman, and the King are going, for sure. The deck list hides the remote servers. Oh, sorry. That's a good note. Thank you. I'll just shift myself up. Thank you for mentioning that, Clockouts. Credit, gamble, draw, discard, deep dive. Fine. Launch campaign. Amani can stay on res. Let's res Rashida. Let's fire Rashida. Malia is okay. We probably want to get a toll booth on there. And we probably don't want to make a server this turn. So let's go Bologna. Let's go toll booth. I'll probably go Told with R&D, discard Amani. Or we could also discard Enigma, because, like, it costs Penrose $1 to break this. It'll be $1 that might matter. Yeah. Oh, and now it covers the ice. Okay, we're gonna turn the deck listing off for now. We'll turn it back on after. Draw, daily cast, networker. Okay. We don't want to draw here. We could blank the daily cast because we're really rude. Okay, we'll blank the daily cast because we're really rude. I'm getting tired of losing as Corp. Guess I should just try your sports deck too. I'm not coming to UK Nats, unfortunately. There was a time where I like seriously was thinking about it, and then I looked at my schedule, like my class schedule, and I realized that I have an assignment. I have a final assignment for one of my classes. I can just triple advance this, right? Yeah. I have an assignment for one of my classes that's worth 100% of the grade, and I get it on the 24th of November, and it's due on the 1st of December. And if I go to UK Nets, I'll be gone for like 4 of those days. So I almost was gonna go, and then I was like, thank goodness I checked that, because if I committed myself to going, I would have been very disappointed. Well, not disappointed, but like I just would have given myself way too much work. So we bounced this daily cast now, right? We also got a seamless launch, which is pretty cool. Although we don't need it. Like, it might be good later. I don't know. We can just seamless. Yeah, whatever. It saves us a click. Score. Bologna. Amani Trace. They can pay 5 if they want. Okay. Install Bologna. And then we could either advance the Bologna, or you could put an Enigma on top. What's the score patterns look like? Let's advance it. If we top deck a seamless, we can score it. Good on being a responsible adult, but shame I won't see you there. Yes, exactly. Didn't you say it was like 100% of your grade in that course? Yeah, it's 100% of my grade. Do the work on the plane. I could. It's research. Like I already spent my trip to Toronto doing a bunch of work on the plane. Like I was prepping for trial that day. Well, for the next week, and let's ice it. Or we could install this. Let's install this. We'll draw a card last click because we're a bad Netrunner player. Yeah, I could do the work on the plane, but that's what I did going to Toronto. Was I like was on the plane on a Google Doc the whole time. You gonna play in any of the upcoming NSG online events? I would love to. I think I'm not sure which ones you're referring to, but I know that there is a Random Access Memories tournament. Okay, I need to bounce the netmarker, right? So let's go res, let's go advance, score. Let's go gain 5, initiate trace. $5 is good. Oh, they paid 5. Wow, okay. If I install this here, they're gonna run it. But that's fine. Yeah, so there's the Random Access Memories tournament, and it's on this Saturday. But I was scheduling Twilight Imperium with some people in Vancouver There's like a bunch of people who wanted to learn, and it was going to be either on the 12th or the 19th. But we ended up getting enough people who wanted to play that I'm doing both. So mainly because there's some people at my residence who also want to learn. So there's going to be like a 6-player game of Twilight Imperium at Green College on this Saturday, and then there's going to be another one at somebody else's place the following Saturday. I'm looking forward to it so much. It's going to be so much fun. So I probably can't play Random Access Memories, although I would really love to. And then I know that there's an Eternal tournament at some point. I wasn't planning on doing that, just because I don't think Eternal is my thing. But it's a possibility. But I'd say unlikely. Let's bounce the netmarker. We're doing really well. Agenda? Try again? We can draw here. Malia's really rude. Alright, that's something. Let's do it. We don't need Turnpike. Although I guess we discard Enigma. I don't know. It's the same thing. So what you're saying is you've got practice working on planes. Perfect. Yeah. Got back into Eternal recently. Let me tell you, pinhole threading film critic is definitely something. Oh, wow. Pinhole threading film critic. I love that. I do love the sound of that. Oh, come on. Can I have an agenda, please? Okay, we're going to install this in server 8 to make them run. Enigma's fine. Yeah, Pinhole Film Critic. Sounds cool. Yeah, see, the only thing is, the reason I say that Eternal's not my thing is it's not because I dislike the format or I dislike highly powerful card interactions or something like that. It's actually because if I stick with standard, like I want to focus on just playing standard, because that's just what I usually do, and I don't have enough time to like explore too much other formats. And when you explore weird formats or like formats that are not standard, it can kind of mess up your memory of the card pool. Yeah. So, because I wanna like know, and I already have like issues with that sometimes. Is I don't really know what's legal in the card pool, and even though I really should know like have a full understanding of what's legal, and like playing Eternal would just mess that up more. Okay, we're forcing a run with our DBS because we can't find an agenda. There is a 15 minutes in our deck, by the way. Oh wait, I can turn my deck listing back on now. Let's do that. Okay, can I get a 15 minutes? We can get a Beal. Oh, I guess I'll take a Beal. I'll take a Beal. Trash the DBS. We're gonna play the hard hitting. IP block is very annoying for Cleaver. So let's do this and let's do this. Seems good. Sokka, long time no see. I don't recognize the name, but yeah, it's me. I don't recognize the name. Let me know if I've met you. I'd love to love to hear about that. But okay, looks like we got the wheel. Cool. GG. Figured I'd get some success mashing the two CTM decks together in NEH, and Will goes and makes a better NEH. So Okay, yeah, I'll re-explain the history of this deck here. Pinnacle Critic would be a lot better if people installed agendas behind Ice and Eternal. Ah, that's a good point. That's a good point. You do want people to install agendas behind Ice, and I'd imagine in Eternal that doesn't happen very often. That's a very good point. When do you decide to APOC? I've been copying your deck, and it's so hard to use 3 APOC. Okay. So, here, I'm just going to talk a little bit about the NEH first, and then I'm happy to answer that question. So Kyle, this NEH was built pre-APAC. Bridgman was like testing some NEH builds in August, and then basically I decided to play the R+, and we kind of put this off to the side. We knew it was like decently good. It kind of loses to Freedom, which is still a problem today. So it's like probably not the best if you're expecting to run into Freedoms. But it's just really fun because you get to just spam the board with assets, and you get to seamless your Crypto Crash, make your opponent lose 7, and then run a Trace 4 with Amani. And that's just really rude. Freedom's a fun deck. Yeah, it is. When do you decide to APOC? So I assume you're talking about ApocoLat. I'm gonna start another game while I talk. Assuming you're talking about ApocoLat, you decide to APOC when your opponent has a board state where if they install more defenses, you can't get into APOC anymore. So you like get your boat down as soon as possible, hopefully with a rigging up, and then what I do is I just run open servers, and I just build boat counters, and I play my gambles and creative commissions. I play my gambles and my creative commissions. We're gonna mulligan that, I guess. And I get my lat draw, and we just get boat counters. And I, as long as I can APOC, then we're in a good spot. But you don't APOC until you're at a certain point where you're kind of forced to decide if you run the remote, you can't APOC anymore, if that makes sense. So if they have like too much ice in the remote and you have to spend too much boat counters running through the remote, then you probably have to APOC. Or if they're starting to like ice up their centrals because they're trying to stop you from APOCing, you need to APOC before they get that final bit of defense that'll actually keep you out from APOCing. And I understand that's like probably a very difficult thing to figure out when exactly that is. But also keep in mind that if they have a couple ice installed and you have another copy of rigging up boat in your hand, then you can just blow them up. Like just APOC and then rigging up boat and just go again. Even if they're not threatening anything, like they have a couple ice installed, you can just blow them up. Because when you rigging up a new boat, it's just really, really good. Losing a Bologna turn 1 is not very good, but we need to find a Hardy Muse here. Tollbooth is good. We're just gonna draw. I could ice again, but I was like, I'll risk the 1 in 4 on the Bologna. Whenever I try to spam the board, the runner seems to only run the agendas. Yeah. Out of your heart, are you more a runner or more a corp sympathizer? And if so, which faction? I'm definitely a shaper. And I definitely prefer playing runner over corpse. Because as a runner, I feel like you have more dynamic gameplay decisions during the game, whereas as the corp, most of your decisions are made in the deck building phase. Because when you build a corp deck, you're like, this is what my corp deck is doing, and this is the game plan that my corp deck is going to try to carry out, usually regardless of the matchup. But as a runner deck, you can build your runner deck in a way where like you're just like get value, get cards, get money, and you can like respond to what the corp is doing, and I find that very fun. So I definitely prefer that. And along the same line of responding to what the corp's doing, that's probably also why I like playing Shaper, because Shaper classically is like, this deck is about, this faction is about just like teching against many different corps and like responding to how the corp is playing. Okay, 5-2 is very bad, or 5-0. We need to go like Tollbooth HQ. Jeez. Tollbooth HQ, IP block R&D. We need to find another End the Run Ice very soon. And then we could like, I don't know if we discard the Amani or not. We could also discard the Turnpike. We could just install the Turnpike. Are we gonna draw last click? Is that what we're doing? Okay, we're gonna draw last click. Okay, we just got heavily punished for drawing last click. It's fine. That's why you should draw first, people. That's why you should draw first. What I'm hearing is you like being in control and crushing your opponent's outs. Yes, sir. I like being in control and crushing my opponent's outs. That sounds about right. I'm so sad we found the hard hitting and we weren't able to play it because I drew last click. That's so bad. Okay, we're firing Rashida. Wow, nice. That's really good. Okay. We don't want to draw, so let's just protect our Maryland. Here. Here. And then we probably put the IP block over top. Is that overkill? Well, Ice HQ. They are Sable. Either spin goes away or hard hitting goes away. Yikes. Yikes. Or just Amani. Okay, we're gonna discard Amani. Yeah, I should have played hard hitting last turn. That's very disappointing. By the way, to answer your opponent, he can't use Shesby on a deep dive. Oh. Is that what they were talking about? They said they had misplayed, but I was too busy reading chat. Your silence to the opponent's questions crushed them way more than HHN ever could. There was a question? Could have stolen Bologna, right? Oh, I saw this. I saw could have stolen Bologna. I thought like that was a statement. I didn't know it was a question. Okay, what are we doing? Drawing 4 and discarding diversion. Fine. Bad campaign, Nassex, Maryland, Amani. Let's go. Install. Hydra's cute. Are we installing Hydra? I guess we are. I don't want to install that because we're just going to get inside jobbed. That's fine. Carpe Diem on archives. Yeah, I could have played the hard hitting. Like, we're probably gonna, if we lose this game, it'll be because we didn't play the hard hitting. Like, that's so huge. Like, I could have lined up a Psycho. It would have eaten up a bunch of their money. So sad. Oh, we could hard hitting now. We could also bounce their Fermenter in 2 turns. Huh. Advance, hard hitting. Yeah. Sure. I before they hit their fermenter. Although now we only have 13 credits, which could be an issue. I didn't finish saying. So if I was playing at UK Nats, I'd definitely play sports. On runner's side, like you can play ApocoLat, you can play Hoshiko, you can play Freedom. I think you can play Sable as well, like just Reg Sable, which is what I've been playing the last two circuit openers. I play it because it's really fun. Oh yes, yes, ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. We're not even gonna play the seamless. We got him. Get that out of here. Oh, it's so good. Yeah, I feel like Reg Sable is really good. Although it's like it's kind of just Reg Crim and it's nothing flashy. Whereas I feel like the other decks are a little bit more resilient. Um, so I feel like I'm having the most fun playing Sable right now, but I feel like the best is probably either Hoshiko, Freedom, or ApocoLat. Nice draw. And just double advance this, right? Yeah. They don't run this ever. Hello? JNet's not letting me advance it, so I don't know what's going on. There we go. How's the Virtuoso been? Virtuoso feels like you're cheating, okay? Was this your release from last weekend? Yeah, that's what I played. It didn't seem particularly special in our game on the weekend. Janet has opinions about double advancing a 4-2. Yeah, that's so funny. That's so true as well. Janet's like, are you sure you want to put the second advancement on it? I find it very hard to play Freedom. Anarch is swingy, but he feels beyond my control. Like my wins are down more to what the deck gives me than my piloting. Yeah, that can I definitely hear what you're saying. Oh. Oh. How do I want to do this? We can like try to find an agenda. Bladderwort. Didn't find one. Okay. So it's gonna be like seamless, score, lose 7, trace 4, bounce your daily cast. It's a rude deck. It's a rude deck. We'll just put the Spin Doctor in here. And then pitch the Bladderwort. Yeah, I see what you're saying about Freedom being... Because you need to have like a really good opening hand in order to be aggressive. And if you're not aggressive, then you have to like figure out how to navigate setting up. Because Freedom is a little slow to set up if you're forced to set up. Are we inside jobbing? Oh, we are. Okay. I should have installed the DBS because then we would have baited our opponent with a DBS 2 games in a row. Also, Tollbooth ends the run. That's kind of funny too. Well, if I res the Enigma. Okay, so we shuffle the hard-hitting and the seamless into the deck. And then we draw an agenda. And then we install Bologna. And then we advance the Bologna. And then we ice R&D. Are we going to pull this back from a 5-0 deficit? I think we are. I think we are. Very good. Very good. Oh, I don't even need to res. I was gonna res. I was like, oh yeah, I don't actually need to res. Ice is just bad. There's like 7 ice on the board. Don't need it. Ice is just a bad card. I don't actually believe that. Okay. Good game. That was good. Do you ever play Bladderwort? Yeah, yeah. So early, we didn't really showcase Bladderwort too much in these last 2 games, but if you get your Bladderworts early, um, they can be like really annoying. It's not. This is not a Bladderwort focused deck. The Bladderwort is just there because it's a 1 res 3 trash pad campaign that also does a net damage sometimes. Um, like it synergizes with Nasex really nicely, and like it could just be really annoying for the runner to deal with. But the point is that it's annoying because it deals net damage, so they lose some resources, and then they have to spend a click and 3 credits to trash it. And that like lets us score agendas. Okay, I was gonna answer my thoughts on Virtuoso. So on Saturday, I was playing against a PE, and the PE had an anemone on archives, and it was rezzed. Um, and on my turn, I would like Sable mark archives, and I had Virtuoso Docklands Pass on the board with a security testing and Shesvi and Begalter. So my turn would be like I would spend 1 click running archives, and I would pay 2 with Shesvi to break the anemone, gain 2 with Begalter, gain 2 with security testing, gain a click back with Sable, and then use Virtuoso Docklands Pass to see 2 out of HQ. So I'm spending 0 clicks to gain 4 and see 2 out of HQ. Like it feels like you're cheating. Yeah, Virtuoso's lots of fun. If that was me, I had access to 2 snares on that run. Okay, should I play this one more time, or should I start? Should I start with some other stuff? The only downside of Worlds is that I can't watch you how you navigate your game step by step. Yeah, I could play a game of ApocoLat. Yeah, I'll play a game right now. Let's do it. Is this updated on here? 2 Ngolo, 2 Pinhole, 2 Mad Dash. Yeah, it is. Okay. So I'll talk about what I'm gonna do next during this game. Runner. Gonna change this. Oh, Clockout said one more. Um, yeah, I'll probably play the ApocoLat, and then I want to get to some Mirrormorph. Okay, we're against the CTM. So against CTM, Misdirection's cool, Mad Dash is not good, and then Daily Cast is cool. You need to think about what you're doing turn 1. Um, is this hand fine? I don't know. Depends on what CTM they're playing. If I throw it back, it could get worse. We'll throw it back. That's kind of the same hand. Okay, install 3. So I don't check these because we gotta set up. Oh, okay, maybe we check these. That's funny. All right, we'll check these. If they were installed in Ares, would it be the first card, second card, or the third card? Be the second card. Okay. That's what we're doing. Uh... No. We'll check the third card. Nice. And throw a stone chip on the board, I guess. We're gonna take a net damage here. We're not taking a net damage here. Wait, what is that? What is in server 1? Huh? I'm just gonna APOC this. Can we get the other Dirty Laundry? That'd be pretty cool. No, we can't. That's fine. Yeah, I guess we just APOC. CTM's a weird matchup. Because, yeah, it's just really odd. They rezzed Spin Doctor. So there was an agenda in the hand and they didn't want us to see it. We don't pay 2 here. Unless we do. It's pretty awkward for them if we pay 2. Okay, let's pay 2. Self-growth. Okay. We can get hard-hitting, but they won't have money after that. So it'll be okay. They're going to Spin Doctor the 1 Spin Doctor. That's why we paid 2, to force them to do that. And then we'll just take 1 tag here. It's so annoying when CTM starts zapping cards with Battle Art. Yeah, it is. Okay, so now we're doing good. So now we can take a look at like how many cards they have in their hand. Let's try to like just get value after their like explosive asset start. So now that we've dealt with that, we can just focus on getting value. So they're on 4 cards. So we go draw, we go to 6 cards, clear tag, play 2 cards, we match at 4 cards. So let's draw. Punch up is a card for later. Let's clear tag, play the daily cast, get a lat draw. And then what we're trying to do here is we're going to try to get some money and find endurance and rigging up. So we can rigging up endurance, and then we're just going to like check things and get boat counters while we're doing it. And be very conservative with our use of boat counters. So we don't care about this card. Unless we have a click, then we could check it, but we probably won't. So let's go draw. Draw again. And now we can just play 2 cards and get a lat draw. So it's going to be creative for sure. And then we either throw the Eco on the board or throw the SMC on the board. And let's just make it the SMC. It doesn't really matter that much there, which one. SMC gives us access to misdirection for later. Draw, install, install. The more clicks they spend installing ice, the better for us, because it's not an asset that we have to deal with. We're just looking for money. Wait, DJ Fenris. Why is there a DJ Fenris? Did I put a DJ in my deck? No, it should be a Deuces. Okay, yeah, my Worlds deck had a Deuces. Okay, I guess we have a DJ now. A Deuces would have been great, but now we have a DJ. Our cards suck right now, so we can just like discard a boat and draw again. That's a good draw. So we'll just throw the Eek on the board because it's a non-committal install. And we'll just check a boat out. Yeah. Judge, he is cheating. Yeah. I gotta pay attention to my deck list. Oh yeah, the deck list that I have on screen has a Deuces. That's so funny. DJ is in here because you can get Steve, and you can also get Sable. So it's a good card for ApocoLat. It's just that like Deuces is just always good, and DJ can be better than Deuces in certain situations and worse than Deuces in other situations. Draw 3 is so good for us. Wait, draw 3, discard 4? What is happening? Okay, here's the plan. We're going to diesel into a rigging up. That's step 1. Then we're going to rigging up the boat. That's step 2. And then we're going to run archives to make a spin doctor get popped, I guess. I'm sorry, what? I'll take it. And then we'll clear the tag and pitch the DJ. What if you streamed your Worlds game and give your own commentary over it? I could do that. Yeah, if you're interested in that, I could like watch the finals and give commentary about it. Lady Liberty. So we don't have a 1-pointer in our hand. That's really unfortunate for them. They have 5 cards in hand. We can like gamble and run it, I guess. Sure. So the reason I'm running here is because they only have 2 credits, so like there's no threat other than this Lady Liberty. If they had other cards on the board and they had a bunch of money, I might consider not running this because like I'm just gonna blow it up and they can score 2 points. But if they score 2 and then 3 points, then like that's an issue. So yeah, we do have to respond to Lady Liberty. And see, I'm very conservative about my boat counters. This only costs me 2 credits, so I'm going to save 2 boat counters and just pay the 2 credits. Just because I want to have boat counters to make sure that at every point in the game, I'm able to APOC. Instead of creative here, we're just going to take $1. So we can lat draw. We'll play the creative next turn. Because they can't hard hitting us. So we don't need the money right now. They just click for 3. Make sure you run every turn for boat counters. So let's go draw. Let's go install. Well, I mean, let's run first. We could check server 7 as well. Hard hitting in the bin, good to know. Put this on the board. Play the creative, get a lat draw. So like, you usually get into this situation no matter what matchup you're in, is your opponent isn't threatening you, and you can APOC, so you'll just sit there and you just like get little bits of incremental value every turn until your opponent forces you to do something. So like here it only cost me $2 to check that, but also if they score Ares, whatever. Like I am on game point, but like I don't have to spend the $2, so I won't. So let's just check server 7. Get a boat counter. Oh. Okay. Pay 3 and clear the tag with a click and 2 is the same thing. Install this, hit this, take $1, and get a lat draw. Play boat, run the remote. No, that was the other deck. This is ApocoLat. Install boat, run the remote is not what this deck does. Sometimes that's what you do. Run hand and sick rip the agenda. I could do that. Draw, install ice. Okay. So again, let's just check the unknown card. So this is annoying because when they res it, we'll take a net damage. I could also like rigging up Stargate, hit Stargate, and we should probably do that. Just like taking advantage of the fact that they're low on credits. If I say no, and we go rigging up Stargate, hit Stargate, we go to $8. And then we have to take a net damage. But like these cards, we're happy to lose to net damage. Probably enough money pressure here. We'll just take a net damage with the Bladder War. That's fine. Okay, so let's go rigging up Stargate. Stargate. I'm only doing this because we're at 6 points. So like we touch an agenda, we win. Yeah, okay. GG. Yeah, it seemed like an unfortunate draw there for them. Yeah, the whole like run HQ and rip an agenda thing. So this is how I play APOC decks in general. Is like if you're ahead on the game and you have a bunch of points, or like even if you don't have a bunch of points, just play the game with just keep in mind like what does the opponent need to do to win the game. And that's what I'm thinking about. I'm not thinking about how I win the game. Like that's like a secondary thought. I'm thinking about what my opponent needs to do to win the game. And if you approach it that way, like I could run HQ and try to fish for an agenda out of HQ, and I guess it forces them to res, which is good information for me. So like running HQ once is probably just a good play. But let's say they res like any piece of ice on HQ, then I'm just gonna stop running because I don't need to run HQ. So even if there's like a 4 in 5 chance that there's an agenda in HQ, or that I hit an agenda in HQ, like I don't need to take any risks because the game is kind of locked up as long as I don't make any mistakes. So if I just get like check their cards to make sure that they can't Drago me, but even if they do, I like have follow up. Like I guess I don't right now, but I still have another boat and another rigging up. But yeah, check their board so they can't Drago you. Get like your lat draw, click for credits, hit your telework, and as long as you keep money, like the CTM just can't win. And eventually, you're going to get into a situation where you can either APOC them again, or you can like they have no money and you can install your Stargate and hit your Stargate a couple times, and you can try to win later on. But I won't like go for the win because there's a high chance there's an agenda in HQ. If I'm in a situation where it's like, as long as I just take 0 risk, I will eventually win the game, and I'm in no rush to win right now. Epoch is rotating next release. Yeah, it is. It is. Okay. Let me talk about some Mirrormorph. So, at the tournament on Saturday, so there's a new player in Vancouver. Shoutouts to Soul. He joined the Vancouver Netrunner scene from Magic. Well, I mean, like, I think he still plays Magic. But he joined the game at Shucks. Like, he was, like, playing a bunch of games at Shucks. And then he's, like, now joining us in, like, weekly meetups and coming out to tournaments and stuff. And in the last 2 weeks, he's been playing this Mirrormorph deck that he's, like, just really interested in. And on Saturday, like the morning of, we were driving to the tournament and we were like, okay, let's make some changes to the deck. Let's like improve it and like see where we can take the deck. So I basically like put a lot more ice into the deck and just kind of like streamlined the deck's game plan a bit more. And in the process of kind of like thinking about it and also playing some games with him and against him, like it just really reignited my sense of excitement just exploring different decks. And the fact that he was excited about the Mirrormorph meant that I was excited about the Mirrormorph. And also there's just like some really interesting turn structuring that you can do with Mirrormorph to try to squeeze a little bit more value out of your deck. So yeah, I thought I'd just like show that off, play a couple games with it, and yeah, have some fun with the Mirrormorph. So I don't actually have it built, but like I remember it. So let's just throw it together right now. This is how I usually build decks. So we like click through the card suggestions until no card shows up, until we're at like a decent spot, and then I'll like go from there. Why is archive memories? Oh, okay. And these card suggestions are bad. What are we doing? He is playing one NGO friend. So we'll play it. He's got 3 Kawa projects, 3 send a message, 1 luminal, spin, MCA, hedge fund, restore. Oh, come on. Restore, Fairchild 3, Fairchild 2, Magnet. I keep missing the field. Magnet, border control. We have 1 copy of Void, 2 copies of Skunk. Our sentry is Drafter, and we have 1 Ansel that should put us at 14 ice. 8, 9, 10, 14, very good. We're missing 2 subliminals. We have other upgrades. Oh, nano etching matrix. Have you ever played Mirrormorph? Super fun archetype. Dies a little to open lists though. I'd love to hear about what that is. I have not played any type of kill in Mirrormorph, so I don't actually know what you're talking about. What is this deck missing? I think like we have more upgrades. Oh, Trank Grid. Trank Grid and 2 Mavericks. And I think we have a Cold Sight server. And a Warroid? Although I don't know if we cut the Warroid. Okay, we're just gonna scroll through the cards really quickly. Is this card legal? Oh, it is legal. He was talking about a sprint. Although I think he chose the NGO front. Although I might play the sprint instead, honestly. The NGO front's a little odd. I'm gonna play the sprint instead. I think it is a Warride. Yeah. It is super rude. Restore. We could also play like a Loki. We were talking about that as well. Although I think we were at 14 ice, and 14 ice seems fine. Although we could just play the Loki anyways. No, let's play the Warroid. Warroid's rude. Okay. Yeah, so this is the deck. It's just like a somewhat like classic Endless Austerity deck with Skunkwork Void. And it's probably like the best way to play a Mirrormorph deck because austerity policy is just really good. Let's go HB Mirrormorph. Or is it just Mirrormorph? Oh, come on. Where is Mirrormorph? Are you serious? Am I just blind? M? Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna catch up on chat for a second before I start this. Yogurt HHN Boom in Mirrormorph. Ah. Why are you Mirrormorph? Why only a single NGO? Because we want our remote to just be occupied by MCA the whole game, right? So there's like no time for NGO. You sure you don't want to slot back the Tempest and Riot Suppression? I think I don't. What do you think of Cold Sight server in this deck when you have 2 border control? Yeah. It's good. We have one, right? Right? I think we do. Let's open the deck list. Yeah, one of Cold Sight server. Along with Like Void. Maybe instead of Warride, we play 2 Cold Side Servers. Okay, got a game. Let's go. I definitely feel like there's somebody who was asking me if I prefer playing Corp or Runner. Corp is definitely easier to play. It's definitely easier to play. Because you just like, here's what you're going to do. Here's your game plan. Carry out your game plan. So you don't want to put magnets on the inside. Like, this is like a really good outside ice. As we throw one on R&D. I don't love it. Yeah, I don't love it. But I guess we will. You can pull wacky combos with MCA, falsely load testing, hardening news, plus MM. Mirrormorph is value and people will run low on credits. Ah. I see. So you still play MCA and you're just trying to get clicks so that you can make them lose clicks. Okay, yeah, I see. So you're like trying to hard hitting and then you're trying to boom them and they don't have enough clicks to clear the tags. That's pretty scary. Let's just... So we can just take credits here. We don't want to draw because if we find an agenda, we're like kind of have to ice HQ. And we'd rather not do that yet. So we'll just set up our remote and take a credit. Also, I forgot we're Mirrormorph. Like, I should think about how to get triggers. So I guess we did want to draw that turn. Oh. Okay. That really sucks. A lot. Far off the top is fine. Oh, the last card was Luminal. Can I restore the Luminal back in the remote? Please don't run. No! Oh. If we had trashed our restore, we would have drawn the Luminal. That would have been so sick. Okay, MCA is pretty sick too. Okay, so now that we know they have Chastushka, I guess we need to ice HQ. But also, we want to get our Mirrormorph trigger. Let's just get our Mirrormorph trigger. What are the chances they have another Chastushka in their hand? Very low, right? We're going to be greedy Mirrormorph players. What is that? Okay. Paperclip, moshing. So they can break barriers. Is it Chastushka? It's Yute. That's their code gate breaker. This thing costs 3 to break a magnet right now. Nano Etching's a great draw. Huh. So we'd love to ice. I feel like we draw here. Draw, hit this, install, take a credit. That's kind of cool. Ice HQ, take a credit. Yeah. We'd love to get our nano etching down next turn if we don't find an agenda. If we don't find an agenda, our next turn's probably like install nano etching, hit MCA, take a credit. But yeah, Mirrormorph is just really cool because like restore is an install, but it's an operation. So like there's just a lot of lines that you can try to navigate. Didn't find an agenda, so that sucks. So our turn can be like draw. Yeah, it can be draw and then do those things. Let's do that. So let's go draw click one. Okay, that's good. Install. Res. Click this. Gain click. Click this. So next turn we can score send a message res Ansel. Ah. That sucks. But that'll happen. So I guess we have to restore it now. Hippo also sucks. Void is very good. Void is very good. Okay, so I guess we're gonna like border control HQ. Okay, so it's like it costs 8 to break Ansel right now. So we can just play the restore for the MCA. Gain 2. Let's go click it. We can install a card, which is probably the border control in HQ. And then we gain a credit. Oh no, we gain a click and then hit the nano etching. Trying out the list you and Soul ended on. Exactly. Exactly. That's exactly what we're doing. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, just like the fact that there's like new players who are excited about any deck archetype that they just came across and they're like, this seems cool, I want to play it, just makes me excited about the deck as well. And apparently, like I was talking to him like throughout the tournament and at the end, and he said, yeah, like the changes that we made the deck feel a lot better. He was very happy with like how the games were going, so that's just amazing to hear. Okay. Do we? At what point do we cold sight HQ? Because it could be like install cold sight MCA nano etching. Although we kind of want to void, right? HQ is a little vulnerable right now. HQ is a little bit vulnerable. You know what? I don't hate it. I don't hate it. Let's do this. This seems fun. This, gain click, this. The influx of local new players has been so cool. Yeah. So cool. He was talking about a Gnat deck too, like a safety first Gnat, and that is a deck that if you guys recall, I had explored earlier in the year, and it was like really fun because you can just drip a bunch of credits and you drip cards with safety first. And it's just a really fun deck to play. But now we've gained twinning, so the deck did actually get better. So yeah, like it seems worth exploring. Okay, wow, we actually get a like I was expecting to get attacked on HQ or attacked on the remote that turn, but we didn't, which is really good for us. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's gain a click. Let's draw a card because we want to have cards in hand here. Okay, let's think about next turn. So if we go install Ikawa, install Void, hit Cold Sight, we'll have 2 cards in hand. I guess we'll draw now. We draw now just to dilute the Void and Ikawa project in our hand. Warroid and NEH or no intake? Intake's the one that like removes bad pub, right? No. Intake does something else. I don't remember what intake does. Okay, so this turn is install, draw. So we have 4 cards in hand. No, but they're not going to run twice. So let's just take the money. And then we install so we can protect it. We don't worry about our Mirrormorph trigger. We'll just advance is fine. Intakes gives tags on a trace. I thought intake bounced stuff, yeah. Peace in our time. Ooh. Didn't see that coming. Draw, gamble. Nice. Okay, so we're gonna like threaten to score this Ikawa project next turn. Restore is a great draw. That means we can start hitting MCA after. If we triple advance here, then the turn after can be advance Ikawa, restore, hit MCA. Wait. Yeah. And then we get a Mirrormorph trigger next turn. Let's do that. Because our Ikawa is totally safe with Skunk Void. Unless they have Pinhole, in which case they need to hit the right card with Pinhole. Chastushka's annoying. We could border control the Chastushka. And then we just give them free reign on HQ. Yeah, it's border control the Chastushka. This is a paperclip trigger, but we pop it before they have the option to install paperclip. We have another one. Okay, that's fine. So that's all the Chastushkas. We're gonna leave 2 cards in hand. So we'll just ditch the drafters. Yeah. Subliminal Mavris. Nice. So this is interesting. Since HQ is not safe and the remote is safe, we're going to start just jamming agendas in the remote rather than restoring MCAs. Because restoring MCA means we need to have the agenda in hand, and the remote is just saber. So we're just going to try to draw for agendas and just jam the agendas in the remote. And they're running R&D, which they should do here. Wow. Nice hit. Very nice hit. We could res the border control and then put another ice on top. And then we're just like playing for the last agenda and hoping they don't have Stargate. That sucks. But I guess that's what we're doing. Yeah. We might restore the MCA anyways, just to like make them lose a click. But the second we find the agenda, we're gonna jam it. Oh, Spin Doctor's a great draw. Okay. So it's advance, score. We can... What are we doing? We could try to get 3 counters on the MCA and then like install Spin Doctor to try to draw the agenda. We need to ice this so that we don't get hippoed. So I think that's what we're doing. We're just like installing this and installing this. And then they're gonna like run because we only have 1 card in our hand. And then like we can res Spin Doctor and still kick them out. It's a questionable line. We can always restore ice. Yeah, but then you have to res it. Costs a lot of money. Wait, they trashed Yute. Doing what? Oh. Due to Paladin. Huh. Paperclip, Steelskin, Steelskin. Seems good. Run HQ. That doesn't matter. Okay, so it's really good that they're installed a twinning, because that means they don't have Stargate. So we just need to sneak an agenda through. There's only 3 agendas left in the deck out of 23. So, like, our next turn is Res Spin Doctor, draw one of those 3 agendas, install Double Advance. And hope that we don't draw a trashable card. Or 2 trashable cards, I guess. But we have, like, double border control, or we have single border control, so... You know, the remote might be annoying enough. Okay, they run R&D here. They could C2. I'd probably res spin so that I see fresh cards. Yeah. Nice. Okay. We can do this. Okay. So we're just gonna shuffle back, like, border control and subliminal. Just because subliminal is a clickless credit, and it might come into use on the next turn if we have to spend a bunch of money, which I don't think we will. So let's draw the non-agenda card that we know is on top. Let's shuffle the border control and the subliminal. Unless we want to leave the border control there so we can restore it. But we don't have the time for that anyways. Yeah. And then it's just install Double Advance. Let's see it. Is it not worth resing Magnet there? No Ute installed, or is there a Blork in the bin? Oh yeah, is there a Blork in the bin? I guess I should res the Magnet. I'm not paying attention enough. Okay, there's a Ute now. That was a mistake. I should have res the Magnet. You're right. Here it doesn't matter. You just gotta trust R&D. Yeah, I should have res the Magnet for sure. I'm thinking about too much. Checking chat. Okay. So we say no. Then they get to here. Yeah, they had no way of breaking code gates, so definitely should have res the Magnet. Oh, we already saw the top 2 cards. Okay, so we've won. Very good. Very good. Let's go res this. Let's res this. Let's trigger the skunk first. And then we'll trash the Trank Grid and the Hedge Fund. Okay. And then they run HQ. Hope for an agenda in HQ, and there's nothing in HQ. Whew. Yeah, it's an interesting game. Like, Mirrormorph is like just an interesting ID. Do you even need to trigger Skunk, really? You have both Anawada. Yeah, I don't. Not at all. Like, there is a world where, like, if you're playing around, like, Maker's Eye for some reason and they didn't play it, where you pop the border control and you don't res Skunk Void, and then they run back, and then you res Void and kick them out. Because you don't reveal that you have Void, so they might run back last click. Whereas in, like, if you reveal Void, they might spend their last click doing something else that might get them in access. Which, again, like, I think is just Maker's Eye. 2 pinhole in the last 4 cards. They have 3 pinholes in their deck. Yikes. That's a lot of pinholes. That's really bad for us. Alright, let's hit this again. Oh, hey, Soul, how's it going? Glad to see this deck got some sun. Yeah, we just started. I just finished the first game. It was a little bit dicey at the start. I think I don't know if we definitely lost the Luminal like turn 1 or 2, and then like I don't know if we were down 5-0 or if I had scored and then we went down 5-3. But they got to 5 points like pretty early. And it was an interesting. This last game was an interesting case of HQ is less safe than the remote. So just like getting our agendas and putting in the remote is safer than getting MCA, which is like not ideally where you want to be. You need to be like running hot, light the fire, run. Yeah, running hot. That's a good shout. Running hot does gain some clicks. So yeah, I guess the existence of running hot, light the fire, run means that we should use the void and not the border control. But also if they have running hot, light the fire, run, yeah, like these are all scenarios where they made a suboptimal play earlier in the turn. Because if they have light the fire, they should have just used it. Oh no, because they need to bait the border control first. That's interesting. So if you have light the fire in that scenario, you want to run to make them use void. Well, you want to run to bait them into using border control for some reason and not void, so then you can light the fire. Okay, we have Aaron playing Freedom, so this is going to be a test. I had a game last night where I lost with 3 agendas hand and he never ran HQ. Trashed all my ice with Hippo and Freedom. I couldn't get any on R&D, so he dug down until there were 3 cards left and got lucky with the Mad Dash. Ooh, yeah. Mad Dash could be bad. I want to lose to the World Champ on stream. Good luck with losing to the World Champ on stream. I like Aaron. We have a good rapport. Okay, 3 ice is really good. Send a message is not ideal. This is an awkward choice. I think I keep this? Huh. How scared are we of Freedom? We mulligan for money. Let's keep it. We could mulligan for money. But, like, I'm very attracted to the idea of Fairchild HQ, Drafter R&D. Credit. Border control's good draw. Send a message is just 6 credits for free. Yeah. It is. But if you play Hydra in your deck and you're NBN, then it's 10 credits for free. Mavericks is great. We do want that. So let's go draw. Hedge Fund is such a good draw. Oh my goodness. Such a good draw. Okay. We're getting there. Let's find ourselves an Ansel or a Fairchild so we can put it on the remote, put a Mavericks behind it. Oh, we have Avgastina. Why, though? Okay, just gonna lose the top card. MCA is fine, we can restore that. We don't have a barrier breaker yet, so we don't have to ice here, and we probably want to ice archives. So we'll just like restore the MCA, hit the MCA, install Drafter on archives, and then take a credit. And then next turn we will install the skunk in the remote. But if we find an ice, we'll probably ice the remote. Black Orchestra, MK Avgustina. Nice. No paperclip. Get Tithonium in here. Yeah. Yeah, Saul, if you wanna get send a message value, then we play as Mari. You play as Mari and you play Hydra, and you play 3 send a message, 3 Bologna, and you get to res some Hydras for free. It's pretty good. Okay, can we get an ice, please? No? Get an ice now? I guess. Yeah, okay. Is that better than Skunk? She has to go install, paperclip, run. I guess it's not better than Skunk. Yeah, it's not better than Skunk. Okay, we can score send a message next turn and res the Fairchild on HQ. It does reveal that HQ is a Fairchild, but like Fairchild 2 is annoying enough that she probably won't run. Aw. We could just lose a Mavericks. Is it better than a piece of ice? Yeah, because we risk losing a piece of ice on R&D. Like I will just trash a Mavericks here. Okay. Do I get $1? We do get $1. No way. Okay, so she has to pay 5, and then Skunk or Managarm is staying. Or Skunk or MCA is staying. If we pop the border control, that doesn't change anything, so we'll just leave the border control there. Let's res the Skunk. That's really annoying for her. Pays 5, uses freedom to trash the MCA, leaves the Skunk. Yeah. This is totally fine. Oh. That's not ideal. That is also not ideal. Guess we'll install it. Yeah, not ideal. Where's your Trancome grid? I thought you were good at this game. I'm sorry. Very sorry. I forgot to turn on my JNet hacks. I'll make sure they're turned on for the next game, though. Oh, nice draw. Sorry, I just turned them on right now. That's why we drew this Fairchild. Install. How crazy are we? Installing send a message is pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. Yellow? Yellow. Yellow. Question on the previous turn. Why keep Mavericks and Ice Archives instead of double icing server 1 and poisoning Archives with Mavericks? That's true. That's true. I don't know how much like sabotage is in the deck. So that's why I kind of felt better putting a draft on Archives. Because if we get we just get sabotaged and then lose an agenda or two in the Archives. Yeah, I just feel better with the drafter there. I think that was before the MK hit the bin, so like it kind of prevents just a random steal on Archives. Subliminal's so good. Holy crap, Subliminal's really good. Okay, Subliminal, advance, credit. Is there a way I can advance twice? how does this work? Subliminal, advance, take a credit, Mirrormorph credit, advance? Yeah. Okay. Which means instead of taking a credit, I could also install. Like, put the Maverick on the remote. That's pretty cool. We can stop the border control from getting broken. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Okay, so it's this, take a credit, advance again. Our clown car is picking up some people. I don't know, he didn't put the Loki in, so he could sneakily flatline. So I'm not sure why he kept the Mavericks in hand. War Tracker triggering off Hippo Trashes is pretty nice. Yeah, it's true. Hey, how's it going? Run HQ. Okay, so this is really annoying to Hippo. So let's res it. A man after my own heart. Yeah, Fairchild 2 is a good ice. It's just not for remotes. Because it doesn't end the run. But like a 4S, 3 strength, 3 subs is really good. We spending all our money hippoing this? We sure are. We could purge here. No reason to. Come on in. Pay 2 virus counters. You think she runs the last card? Very good. It's just funny. She's probably still gonna steal it next turn. It's just funny. Deep sigh. Okay, yeah, we just score here. You can still have it. If we drew an ice, like maybe we ice, but like scoring and resing Fairchild is just so good. Okay, lose the Ikawa project. She probably checks the other card and then trashes it for free with freedom. Oh. We care about the cold side server? I guess we do. Or maybe we don't. I don't know. We do. Nano etching. Fine. Probably should have just lost this. It's the same thing. Ansel HQ. What's the turn? We just need money. So it's like draw. Oh, sprint. Nice. Yeah, I did. Okay, so I did throw the sprint in. Yeah, we actually wanted that nano etching pretty badly. Nano etching in the remote would have been great. We could draw for it. Sure. Okay. We can put the cold sight back. Yeah, taking the sabotage off the top was wrong. This is unfortunate. It's very unfortunate. Okay, let's install HQ and we're gonna take a credit. So here's why. Installing Trank Grid incentivizes her to run the remote, and we don't want her to run the remote. Because Fairchild with Botulus and Border Control with Botulus and Skunk Void in the remote is really weak right now. And if we install a Trank in the remote, it could be an agenda, or it could be like a Rashida, which we don't even have in the deck, which might prompt a run on the remote. So we don't want her to run the remote, which is why Nano Etching would have been really good, because we can install Nano Etching, res it, and click it, And she might be like, oh, okay, yeah, we'll just leave that. This is really bad, by the way. Oh, why did I draw twice? I'm Mirrormorph. That was a bad play. I'm not used to playing Mirrormorph. Let's take another credit. This is really bad. Yeah, cold size just a consume counter and you can ice HQ. Yeah, exactly. Since Shaper's your favorite faction, do you want to go Shaper with your champ card? I do want to go Shaper with my champ card. We actually might get rid of the other Trankrid. Or like the Fairchild. We definitely trash out of hand. I need to find money. I have 3 champ cards. Because I have cards from last year. So from APAC and then from Intercons last year. And there was some Shaper ideas that I had for those cards. Oh no. That's not good. I guess now our Ansel's rezzed. Is there a paperclip yet? No. Okay. So once we get a bit of money, we can try to score. Oh wait, there's a Yusuf on the board. What am I talking about? Oh, actually, never mind, because we can purge Yusuf. We have to res this just to make her spend money. Is there a champ card ID? No, they are not allowing you to make an ID with your champ card prize. I believe that's what I was told. I think when I was at Worlds. Please design something instant speed. Shaper needs more Shaper Bulljet magic again. We lost the Spin Doctor. That's bad. Hedge Fund is very good. It could be like draw, take a credit. Just trying to figure out how to Mirrormorph. We're just taking 3. Okay, next turn is credit, hedge fund. Install the agenda that we somehow drew onto in the remote. I don't know how we're not losing this game. How are we not losing this game? That's the question. Because I'm pretty sure we lose this game in every world. Oh, we could purge here? That's pretty cute. I guess so. Is that bad? I don't think it's bad. There are 2 cards of me coming soon. There are 2 cards that are in the works that haven't been finalized yet at all. So they're just like in the backlog of cards to be designed. But yes, at sometime, maybe 2 years from now, there will be 3 cards. There'll be 3 of my champ cards. Trash and install card. I get to install something? Whoa. That doesn't seem right. I would definitely let the trash happen. Oh, sure. I get to install something. I was not expecting that one. I guess we install the Trankrid. Oh, the nano etching matrix. Oh, okay, we're just gonna undo. Fine. Yeah, we install the nano etching matrix. And then we like click the nano etching matrix for a turn or 2. That kind of sucks. But it's better than the Trank Grid, because the Trank Grid means we have to draw stuff. It could be the Spin Doctor. I'm pretty sure it's the nano etching though. Just because we need money. We need to play this hedge fund ASAP. Why are we so good at this game? Oh my goodness. That's so good. We should probably draw first. Oh no, we actually Ice HQ to protect the Ansel. So it's credit. Oh, I can't do all that. Or can I? Oh wait. I can. I totally can. Credit, gain click, hedge fund. Gnat doesn't want to let me play the hedge fund. That was such a good draw. Oh man. Can we play the hedge fund, please? A Crim win condition. That's true. A Crim win condition would be sweet. Gnat won't let me play my hedge fund. But I'm allowed to discard it? What? That's so weird. Okay, Aaron's, I'm sure, fine with that. Mirrormorph click tracking is hard, man. Yeah, it is hard. Oh! Oh, wait. Apparently, I can't do that. Because it was a Mirrormorph. Okay, okay, okay. I thought I was lagging. Okay, how do we fix this? Okay, and then we undo turn. Okay. Let's try this again. Res? Okay, so I guess I can't do that. So I guess we don't play the hedge fund and we just Ice HQ. That kind of sucks. Gonna feel bad for taking back an action on stream, yeah. So I guess it's Ice HQ, Mirrormorph credit. Take a credit. That's disappointing. That's very disappointing. Well, we'll play the hedge fund eventually, though. Huh. Use subliminal. Apparently it is legal. Use subliminal, get a credit, install whatever, get a credit with Mirrormorph in operation, second time off subliminal. No, so the thing is, I need to play the hedge fund first, because I need to pay a credit to install the drafter. That's the issue. So I can change the order in which I do things as far as Mirrormorph is concerned, but I can't because I need 5 credits to play the hedge fund, and I need to pay a credit to install, which means I have to play the hedge fund before I install. Yeah, I can't hedge last. Nano 2 clicks, subliminal, credit, hedge, Ice HQ. So I can't, so I can't hedge with Mirrormorph. I'm pretty sure it works. Okay, we'll think about it more in a second. Discard one? Sure. I want to keep the hedge fund. She's going to run back and access any cow project. No! That was supposed to be Kawa. Rip. Rip, 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 rip. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it doesn't work. See, but that's like the fact that I got confused about that just is what makes this like this whole Mirrormorph turn sequencing thing really cool. Feels bad now that S's own voting machine are gone. Also, the ice feels the deck goes. The ice situation feels not ideal. The deck goes too slowly. Versus what? Versus how good runners are at dealing with ice. So it's like basically what I'm trying to say is like we're not winning as fast as PD and sports metal is. So our ice needs to like stick it out in the long term. And in the long term, runners have especially anarchs, they just have like too many good ways of dealing with ice. Okay. Actually, back to work. Keep it spicy. This idea is fun because I can't play it right. Yeah, that's right. That's exactly right, Kat. If your opponent is making you think you're winning, if your own cards are making you think you're doing your opponent's work for them. Want to run the Lat versus NEH matchup? Ooh, we could do it online. Okay, let's do it. Yeah, Alex, let's do it. Okay, this is Corp standard create. Okay. Yeah, it's somebody said that they wanted to see, like I think Cluckhot said they wanted to see the NEH again anyways. So let's do that. Let me pull up the deck list again though. Give me a minute. Okay, we're gonna move myself up. So at the tournament on Saturday, in the last round, it was. How well can people see this? Not very well. Okay, I'm just gonna move things over here. In the last round, it was myself. It was myself, Eric, Arizan, Sid, and Raj. We were the ones that were in contention for the top 4 cut. Well, like the ones at the top, I guess. And I was myself, Eric, Alex. This is Jason, or no, sorry, and Raj, not Jason. The 4 of us were at 4 wins and 1 loss, and Jason was 4 wins and 1 draw. So Jason had 13 points. The rest of us had 12. And Raj got paired down, and it was Jason against Alex, Alex against me. And the question was, do we ID or do we play? Because if Raj loses his game, then we should all just ID, we'll all make it. If Raj wins his game, then SOS might come into play, and one of us is going to get knocked out due to SOS, because we're doing a cut to top 4, no tiebreakers. And at the time, I had a 1.6 SOS, and Eric had a 1.4 SOS. So Eric was the one that was most at risk. And basically what we ended up deciding was that me and Alex, we were like, I was basically like, I'm going to take the risk. I want to take a break, go play some Smash Bros with Radiant, and I'm going to ID. So I took the ID, and then Eric and Jason also decided to ID, which I think is like, it's probably the incorrect choice because Eric was the one that was at risk, because he at the time had the lowest SOS. So they ID'd. Raj ended up winning his game, so he gets first seed. Jason gets second because he had a tie already, and then it becomes Alex, Eric, and myself tie-breaking at SOS, and I had a 0.2 lead on Eric, and his opponents ended up winning in the last round, and my opponents, a lot of them ended up losing. So he actually manages to climb over me on SOS by 0.02. So I had a 0.2 lead, and it became a 0.02 deficit, and that's what knocked me out of the cut. So the matchup in the last round was NEH against Alex on Lat. And this is the matchup that I decided not to play. Mainly because, not because like I didn't think about the matchup all that much. I just wanted a break and I wanted to play Smash Bros. But I am very curious how this matchup goes if we play it out. So that's what we're doing. That's what we'll do right now. Like this is the tournament. Last round. Lose, you're out. All right, so this is it. This was the game that Will took an ID to avoid, and then Eric, yeah. So he's just like explaining that in the chat. Apologies for not winning my last round game. Yeah, this is all Joe's fault. I find it funny that there's a picture of you playing Smash on the ABR event. Is there really? Garage match from Seattle. If it makes you feel better, I missed top 16 cut in 2019 by 0.01 SOS, no tiebreakers. Dang. Okay, wait. Is there pictures? Oh, there's pictures. There's one of me playing Smash. Nice. Very nice. Okay. The other reason I wanted to double ID was that it increased the chances that Eric doesn't make the cut, and I knew the Egg Infusion matchup was bad. If we play it out and I lose, there's a chance I still make it at 4-2 if Raj also loses. Yeah. Okay, so this is a bad hand, because we just want, like, money assets. This is a great hand. It could get better. Like, Bladder Wart would be better, but... And if I win, you're out of contention, and Eric is safely in as well. That makes sense. Yeah, if you just want to dodge Egg Infusion, then. Okay. Here we go. Can I draw a Bladder Wart? No. No, we can't. So we could get Apoc turn 1. Are we playing around that? Probably not. Let's ice R&D. That photo gallery is adorable. I didn't even know it existed. I'm gonna go take a look at that. Okay, we're running the remotes because we're scared of air enhanced security. We're trashing the Maryland campaign. Oh, okay. I am a fan of taking advantage of trashing unresed Marylands. Although we have a Spin Doctor, so we could just get harder news here. 15 minutes is neat. Launch campaign is really neat. Let's get some launch campaigns out there. Let's go. Yeah, I'm gonna look through that the photo gallery. It is really nice. It was a great tournament. Like Radiant ran a great event. Love me some Smash Bros. Even though I don't own it, like I really enjoy playing the game. Okay, we want to shuffle the Marylands back. We want to res these things. We want to start the turn. We want to install Rashida. We want to ice Rashida, I guess. And then we could take a credit to actually res the Rashida. But I feel like I want to get cards out of my hand. So this will just be a bluff. I don't think he runs this. And if he does, like, he'll pay 1, trash Rashida, whatever. Okay. So here's the thing about Alex, is that he aggressively installs Boat. And I was talking to Brandon, and I was like, if I'm going to win this game, he needs to aggressively install Boat when he shouldn't have. And this It's one of those times, because, oh my goodness, we're about to absolutely wreck them. This is so bad for him. It's so bad. We don't even Rashida here. Oh my god. Oh man. Alex, what are you doing? What are you doing? Oh no. This is how we win this game. Is we get an Amani fire on a boat. I thought that was Amani plus agenda. See, but if it's Amani plus agenda, you lose the boat anyways, right? So I think if you think it's Amani plus agenda, then you just leave it. Because installing boat, running, and like stealing, I don't know, like a 2-pointer at best, because like it's not going to be like a send a message, right? So you steal a 2-pointer at best, and then you bounce the boat. Like that's still really bad. Let's fire this. We're gonna really badly overdraw here, but we get a Bologna. So it's install. Wait. Okay, if we install 3 cards, we're gonna have to discard one. We probably want an IP block on HQ. Okay, so let's not discard one. So let's go IP block HQ, IP block on the remote, install Bologna in the remote. And we'll just pitch Rashida. Or spin. It's probably Rashida. Because we're going to draw cards with NEH anyways. So we don't need Rashida. Spin is a little bit more flexible than Rashida. Okay, so I guess maybe we should have played the game. If I played the game on a Saturday, I would make the cut in either first or second seed. Yeah, but like there's something that's odd about a cut where you don't have deck lists. Like it's just like it just doesn't feel like a cut if there's no open deck lists, because like deck lists just weren't required. I don't need to seamless here, so I think we just won't. Does that even make sense? I think it does. We're just like not gonna score. Just like get our Maryland rolling, get our DBS rolling. We'll hold on to the seamless. Like we can single seamless score and then like have another seamless in hand, or maybe next turn we double seamless score still. But just because the Bologna is safe in the remote, I want to like get our Maryland and DBS rolling. And next turn there might be a juicier target for Amani as well. Discarding a spin guarantees that Lat will trash the other 2 off the top of R&D. Okay, so now he's got a bunch of money. That's not good. Let's res some cards. Bladderwort is threatening. So let's take it. Okay, so it's like seamless score. Install spin new remote. So we should install spin new remote first. We don't want to install the Bladderwort just yet, I don't think. Hard hitting's good. Okay. I probably just get to bounce the Simul chip here. This deck makes me miss Mamba Temple. Mamba would make Bladderwort better. Ooh. True. Mamba would make Bladderwort a lot better. Also, Rotom, how's it going? Y'all prepping for UK Nats over there? I'm still sad I'm gonna miss UK Nats. They really want to come. We're trashing Amani. That's so good. That means we don't have money to APOC. We're running Spin Doctor. Yeah, it'll just be rude. Should probably take the Turnpike. I don't know. You can pay 2 to trash this if you want. Next turn's like... We need to find an agenda next turn. That is not an agenda. Oh, but we can like dump credits on hard hitting. Is that a bad play? It's probably a really bad play. But we can probably play hard hitting to just trade 3 for 3. Let's throw out the market forces. We're gonna install Bladderwort new remote for sure. We found a Beal. We're so good. Install Beal. And we just trade 3 for 3? I think so. I could pay another 2 credits here, technically. And they would still pay the 2 credits. Like you can trace like up to 6, right? So then they pay 5 instead of paying 4 and 2 clicks. So they can trace up to 7, and then they have to pay $6. And then that's like the equivalent for them. But we kind of we don't want to spend all our money. Like we do want to res the toll booth and the IP block and the turnpike still. Oh, okay. I thought you were attending. I thought there was one point where I was seriously considering it. Top tip for Yuki Nats, every deck is a kill deck, especially the ones that are vegan. Okay, so because we have a lot of money, they actually have to break this with Boat. And then the Bladderwort's going to deal damage. We're doing so good. Okay, so now we deal net damage. Do we spin? No. We have hard hitting in hand. We draw Crypto Crash. So we bottom the toll booth. We go install advance hard hitting. Right? Or do we just install the Crypto Crash and not hard hitting? We surely we hard hitting. But what does hard hitting actually do for us? Like I think the turn is just install double advance. And then next turn we install Amani double advance score. I think so. We could install Amani right now. Oh, no, we don't want to. You want the Amani out there, yeah. Like, we only have $2. I think if he runs HQ or R&D, we res the ice. Right? So if we install the Amani, like, we're not gonna have money to res it anyways. So we might as well not install it this turn. Because it does dig deeper into our deck, and like we don't want to find an agenda right now. Like Amani on the board is great, but we only have $2. If we had $4, then yeah, we put the Amani on the board. Because then we can res the ice and res the Amani. But right here, like let's just score. And then we'll install the Amani next turn if we still have money. Installing the face down card threaten his boat? That's true. Okay, running archives. That's good. Okay, so let's trigger the Bladderwort. Trigger the Maryland. Oh. Okay, so now we just win the game instead of this Amani business. Yeah. Installing a face down with agenda in the remote takes pressure off centrals. When you're on 2 credits, does it though? Like, is Amani threatening? Like, if you run centrals, like, am I just gonna res Amani and not res my ice? I guess since like they're broke and they have a boat, it's threatening, but like I think you just res the ice. Why'd it have to be the Into the Depths on Bladder? Like, what is Into the Depths? Like, they have to spend boat counters, though. Alright. GJ. GJ. Ooh. Yeah, the aggressive boat installs. I think it's bad if he has an Into the Depths in APOC. No, but he has no money. Like, he can't, because it was a crypto crash. Like, he goes to 0. And it's just fun. I love Amani. Yeah. This deck is fun. You just throw things on the board and Amani bounce and make them lose money. It's and like make them lose cards. It's super rude. No APOC in hand. Yeah. I think you could have probably gone like drawn for it. Like you spent a lot of money trashing things on the board, but like you know the NEH does put that pressure out there that kind of forces you to want to install or to trash things that are on the board. Okay. How are we doing for time? Do we want to... Maybe I should have just mulled hard for Pawn Shop or APOC? Not seeing the Aesop until this last turn is definitely painful. Yeah. Okay. Quick poll, I guess, but it'll just be based off of what I see. Do we want to see more NEH, see more Mirrormorph, or check out twinning Gnat? We have 1 vote for Gnat. I have a PE deck for you, JKJ. Okay, Gnat for sure. Okay, we're okay. We got 3 votes for Gnat, 1 vote for Mirrormorph, a vote for PE. Okay, seen enough Gnat. Let's do some Gnat. So, okay, I'm just gonna pull up the Gnat deck that I was playing, that I was messing around with before, and I'm gonna go to the bathroom very quickly. So, yeah, I'll be right back. But we're gonna work from here, and we're gonna put twinning in, and figure things out. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay. Here's my old safety first Gnat. That pastes over the Okay, let's just start by going through editing this. I did want to say, I kind of said this at the start, and it's also in like the description of the video. But like I know that there's like a lot that gets talked about on like Discord and on Slack that I'm usually unable to keep track of and follow. But like I know there's a lot of like interesting conversations that happen there. So if anybody has like things that they want me like talk about or discuss or like any questions, like I'm very happy to do that while we're building or while we're playing. Yeah, I know stuff like that happens like all the time. It's just sometimes I see it, but it's just like I can't engage in the moment because it would take up a bit of time, so I end up not. Anyways, okay, so let's edit this. Let's cut out the turning wheel, cut out I've had worse. We're going to put in the steel skins. We're going to change the legality, change the collection to standard. And then put in twinning. So we'll start with that. Gachapon also gets twinning, so that's just really, really neat. Let's see. We have 1 influence. Shesby is 3 influence. We could play Shesby, although we probably don't. Yeah, we probably don't. I do want to keep playing Cradle, just because we gotta stick with the theme. Bravado's just a good card. We could just throw in like a career fair. What else is there? Pinhole threading. Pinhole threading could be pretty good. Multi-threader. Oh yeah. Go down the route of playing Ghost Tongue as well. Oh. Yeah, we should definitely play Ghost Tongue. Ghost Tongue seems great. Ghost Tongue seems really good. Okay, so in which case we should probably just play a Deuces. Multi-threader lets us boost our programs on the corpse turn, but it has to be paperclip, which is kind of awkward. Maybe we do it anyways. Swap the boomerang for Shesby. Multiplayer is probably better than Shesby. It's really hard to use career fair on 3 hands. That's true. You want more events for Ghost Tongue? Oh yeah, I have Mamie. But then like Mamie is twinning food. You know? Maybe we don't play Ghost Tongue. Ghost Tongue just seems so appealing because you suffer a core damage, which doesn't matter other than the fact that you're losing a card. Huh. Ghost Tongue is very appealing, but we probably don't play it. Yeah, we'll stick with Mamie. Multi-threader's cool. Let's throw in a multi-threader. Instead of Leech, we could play Ice Carver as a one of. Also, we have a boomerang in here. Why do we have a boomerang in here? Just because we had 2 influence? We could just play a 3rd Bravado. Simply do that. We'll get our charges with Mamie and Taka and Paladin. Oh, actually, there's no Paladin. right? I think we do that. Oh yeah, we have twinning and Stargate. We can probably cut the Stargate. Why twinning instead of Stargate? Oh, never mind. There's both. See, we had Stargate in here before, but now, like, I feel like twinning is just better. Yeah, it should. Twinning should be just better. So let's cut the Stargate, and we'll just play the deck at 42. We can probably cut casts. How good is Mamie? Good enough. Just find our 0. Just find our 0, hit our 0. 42 cards is perfectly fine. Yeah, okay, let's do this. How's it look? Any thoughts? Paladin Gashpon sometimes gets you a charge on their turn. That's true. I would suggest cutting Keiko for Marrow, but that +3 hand size is probably counterproductive. Yeah. Like, Keiko's really good. Is Paladin better than daily casts? Probably, right? Almost definitely. Like, is 2 Paladin better than daily casts? Probably almost definitely. Let's do this. We'll play 1 Paladin. This deck was 2 wins and 3 losses when we played it last time. Let's go and pull this up. You don't even need Keiko's MU. Oh yeah, because we're not playing Stargate anymore. Dang it. Okay, so we should put a multi-threader in? Bravado's so good, though. Guess we should just play a Shesby. No, but Shesby... Like, we should be playing multi-threader. Right? Hang on. Should we cut the Bravado for multi-threader on a Boomerang? So that we have our 1 multi-threader we can pump on our opponent's turn? Yeah, let's do it. We could play 2 multi-threaders? Oh. No, we probably play Boomerang. There's probably something better than the Boomerang. Throw out some 2 influence suggestions. Like Creative Commission, even. I think Creative Commission is better. Okay. Let's do that. 43 cards. Cut this. And we go 1 multi-threader, 1 creative. Alright. There we go. Flip switch. Docklands Pass? Docklands Pass is... That's pretty appealing. You always want to dump cards in net, and that's always easy to play. Yeah, creative is just easier to play. So let's just stick with this. We're playing runner. All right. This I remember when I did this on stream a while ago. Like this, it's just so fun because you just make so much money at the start of your turn. Yeah, safety first. Draw a card if you don't have cards in your grip equal to or greater than your maximum hand size. So this triggers, and at the start of the turn, Gnat triggers, which means I need to have one card in my hand to trigger both. Because the text of Gnat says when your turn begins if you have 2 or fewer cards. So I want to end my turn with one card in hand with a safety first installed, so I get a safety first draw to 2, and then I get a credit with Gnat. Yeah, I really want to play Random Access Memories. Like, Random Access Memories is a fun event. Is a fun format. Can't you just trigger Gnat first and be on 2? Yeah, 1 triggers end of turn, 1 triggers at the start. Maybe, although I probably shouldn't. And I know that this... I could... So, on Saturday, on this coming Saturday, when we do Twilight Imperium, if everybody shows up, I'm not going to play. But, like, I'll be involved enough that I can't play Twilight Imperium. Okay. We got Ozclate on PD. And this hand is bad because there's no 0. And I think that's it. Like, we just need card draw, because we have enough money in the deck. Excellent. That's such a good hand. Oh my goodness, that's such a good hand. Wow. Our turn 1 is gamble, Keiko, safety first, 0. And then we draw a card, and then we play that card, and then we 0 the Steel Skin next turn. Oh, and she doesn't even have a remote turn 1. Did she mulligan? She did. We could poke HQ here if we're really crazy. But, like, let's just cash in on our good start. That's so good. Yeah, incredible hand. You love to see it. Yeah, exactly. This hand is so good. Okay, so we run the remote. Because you always do this when you're up against HB. Okay, Gatekeeper is the worst case, because that actually does something. So they can draw 3 and shuffle back, whatever. Because now they have $1. Next turn we can Cradle and get in too. That almost makes it so I don't want to reveal the Cradle. Install Cradle, hit 0 means I draw 4. Yeah, we gotta do what we gotta do. Nice. I could play Guinea Pig here, and then draw 2 with Steel Skin. This deck is so sick. Not poking centrals? No. Let's just set up. On 1 credit, if they see it coming, there's not much they can do. Yeah, exactly. NGO, nice. Well, it's nice for her, but yeah, it's fine. Also, poking centrals could have gotten us wrecked. Ice the remote. Because we have to. And then I'll bravado the remote. Oh my god. This is so good. This is so good. This is so good. This is actually insane. Okay. And then we play the Guinea Pig, and then we draw 2. And then we gamble and play another Guinea Pig. And then we end the turn and we safety first draw. Oh my goodness. Good stuff, hey? How are we doing? 27 bucks? Turn 3? I might have broken a record for, like, credits at the end of turn 3 for a runner. Like, the only way to get this in another deck is, like, you just play, like, Peace and Retire 3 turns in a row. Okay, let's find ourselves a paperclip. So we need to draw. We could poke HQ click 1 because we want to force a res. I kind of do want to force a res, so let's do that. We'll just like click through a Fairchild or something. Drafter's fine. So they can like install their NGO front. This is the worst case, but it is fine. They add it to HQ. Okay. So the card in the remote is like a Rashida. They're installing an ice on the remote, taking advantage of the free install. Good play. And then we like trash the NGO friend. Trash Rashida, even better. Draw. I'd love to hit 0, but I think it's just twinning gamble. Gachapon. Fine. Turn 3, 27 credits. Yeah. Mopus Katie levels of money. Not even that. Like, how much money do you make with Magnum Opus? After installing it turn 1, you can click it 2 turns. Like, that's 16 credits. We have 27. 16's nothing. I guess we want this Gachapon. So, nice draw. Okay, let's install this. Let's hit this. And then we, like, laundry archives. And then we get our safety first draw, and we get our Gnat credit at the start of the turn, and then we Gachapon for paperclip. Like, how do we lose this game? This is NGO. Unless it's GFI. Also, the Snarebear's PD has Audacity in it, so, like, letting a GFI go here is actually potentially game losing. Wait, can I... Okay, let's do this. That's not a paperclip. Oh, that's really bad. Okay. Gachapon... Laundry, I guess? That's really bad. Okay. Okay, we do want to run the remote. We also want to find Leech or Ice Carver ASAP. There's Paperclip. This is probably GFI. Gachapon goes back. Multi-threader goes back. There is only one Paladin, but also we're not installing anything for the rest of the game, really. So we don't need the Paladin, so let's just get the Guinea Pig. And then we Bravado the remote click too. Yeah. This is so sick. This deck is insane. Confirmed. This is GFI. If Laura had GFI, this is GFI. Okay. We'll trash the Trancred. Because we're swimming in money. Let's draw. And then we hit the 0, and we get our safety first draw, but we don't get a Gnat credit, which is unfortunate. MK? We have MK in the bin already. Stall third ice. So we get kept out by Gatekeeper here. and Fairchild. Let's run click 1. So we can click through Fairchild. Okay. Oh. We're allowing an undo here? I would have installed the Mamie first, okay. Thanks. But then I get hit by Fairchild? I guess, actually no, the analysis goes, it's still fine. Yeah, because, like, we can't click through Fairchild anymore, but, like, she would have to spend 6 out of 7 credits resing the Fairchild, and then we'll just trash the Mamie, pay 3 credits, and end the run. Okay, break. Break. Our money is slowly going away. We're still doing good. This server costs us 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 credits. Nice. Let's hit this. We do want the leech, but we don't want to reveal that we have leech. So let's get the Gachapon down first. And at the start of the turn, we'll pop it for hopefully Taka or Ice Carver. Draw, install credit. Okay, so let's do that. There's Taka. Shuffle back, Guinea Pig, Dirty Laundry, Dirty Laundry. Say done. These trigger orders don't matter. So we could run the remote, click 1. We could also go like leech, daily casts, run archives, run R&D. Maybe just run the remote, right? Just like install leech, run the remote. We have to pay 9. I feel like this is not an agenda though. And sometimes against PD, you just have to make those reads. I do need to ditch a card. Yeah, I know. Sometimes against PD, you just have to make these reads. So let's do this and run R&D. Gatekeeper fires here. Fairchild also fires here, but we just get in. Trash a Spin Doctor, run again. I don't really want to do that. Yeah, okay, fine. Let's do it. I need to pump my paperclip to get a twinning counter here. We don't want to see any more cards than 1. Okay. Get our Gnat draw. Can you talk to power twinning? Yeah. They're on 5, so no Fairchild 3 res. Yeah, right. I was playing PE the other day and someone installed Patchwork against me. We don't want to see another card because that increases the chance we see an agenda. We actually don't really want to see an agenda there because of Mamie. So then you might ask the question, like, why are we running? It's like, we're just getting leash counters and getting information and maybe trashing a key card. Like Void, ideally. Okay, let's trigger Gnat. Let's get our dollar. Let's hit 0. Nice. Nice. Very nice. Okay, now Fairchild can get rezzed, though. So what is this turn? Like, Gatekeeper doesn't matter. Fairchild's the only one that matters. But, like, we'll just pay for a Fairchild, and, like, now we know it's a Fairchild. But also, Ice Carver multi-threader run is actually good enough. Oh, wow, okay. That's sick. We can break a Fairchild. Yeah. Yeah. This is so sick. We can break this Fairchild. Cost us $2. $2. $2 to break this Fairchild. Wow. We don't want to use the last multi-threader credit. Let's see 3. Why not? Oh, that sucks. Magnet, good to know. The 3rd Spin Doctor? Yeah, okay, fine. This is so good. Install credit. Okay. Okay. So, oh, we only have 2 cards left in our deck. Man, we went through our cards fast. Sign of a good deck when you go through your cards fast. So the top card was Magnet. We drew the Magnet. We probably want to run the remote here because Trash Rashida. So let's just do that on click 1. Yeah. We don't have to play a card first because we have Ice Carver now. We can spend 2 multi-threader credits. It's going to be a little annoying having to click done over and over again because we don't want to spend our last multi-threader credit. Breaking a -1 strength Gatekeeper. We're spending 2 clicks. Very nice. Very nice. We have to trash both. So let's do it. And I guess we're laundering archives. Yeah. Oh, wait. Are we laundering archives? Because then I don't actually get my leech counter. If we laundry HQ, we have to spend our multi-threader credit to get in. But we get our leech counter. I think I'd rather the leech counter than the twinning counter. Does that even make sense? I think it does. Does this deck play Ice Wall? It shouldn't, right? It shouldn't. Let's go HQ. We'll see 3 out of HQ. Why not? The game won't let me run HQ. There we go. How are you on turn 10 with 4 points scored? This is a very slow PD game, yeah. Cradle won't get weak anymore. Yeah. Okay, let's see 3. Okay, we knew that that's in there. We don't care about that. We knew Magnet's in there. We knew Seamless is in there. Fine. Maybe that was bad. I'm okay with that. Draw click one's really interesting. So there's no agenda in hand unless we just drew it click one. Because I actually made a really bad play last turn. Like I don't think we should have ran HQ. Although I say that because like we didn't find an agenda, but if there is an agenda in hand, last turn should have been install agenda credit. But that wasn't the turn, and it was click one draw. So the cards in hand before were not agendas. Click one draw might have gotten us an agenda. What's the last card in our deck? I don't know. We'll hit 0 and find out. And then we're just gonna like hit 0 to take net damage because for fun. That's so good. That's so good. Okay, we don't play that because we want credits from Mamie? Does that even make sense? We do die to Mavericks if we play this. So maybe we don't play that because we don't want to die to Mavericks. Thinking. So it's like run R&D. We see 2 if we run R&D, but that costs us 3, 4, 5, and we need to play the Mystic Mamie. So our turn has to be like. Yeah, sometimes games are just slow. Played Sportsman 9, 14 points on the bottom 4 cards. Imagine the play is to score an agenda and PD back the Mavericks. Yeah, like we can't go to 0 cards. That's really funny. Huh. But we do want to install the Mamie because we get our Gnat trigger. So it's install Mamie. And then it's run R&D. And we see 2. Okay. Nice. Gatekeeper. Good to know. Let me just take a credit. Okay. It could have been to just hit 0 rather than install Mystic. But if we hit 0, we lose the guinea pig. And I kind of want to keep the guinea pig, even though we're not going to play it now. We might play it later. Like we might get into a situation where it's like, okay, we need the money. Screw the Mavericks risk. Let's go, right? So now we run R&D in C3. And we just keep digging. In fact, we click through the Fairchild this time so that we save a leech counter. Does that make sense? Yeah, it does. C3. That's fine. That's good to know. Off-world is a good steal. Trash Mystic Mamie, please. So now we have border control. That could be a gatekeeper, which we can break because we saved a leech counter last turn. Oh, sorry. Wait, we forgot to paperclip. Okay. So the top card is It was next activation command, and then it was border control. And the turn was credit hedge fund install. So the top card is still border control. So this turn is probably like run archives. Oh wait, we don't even need to run. This turn is boost our paperclip. Click for 4. Good turn. Good turn. Threader is good. Yeah, Threader is so good. I'm very happy we made the decision to put the Threader in here. This deck is good. 27 credits after 3 turns. Oh, we're purging. Ooh. Don't like that. I do not like that. Okay, so this is Gatekeeper. Oh, I forgot to paperclip again. It's fine. I forgot to paperclip on the corpse turn. It's too late. We won't ask for it back. So now we run HQ in C3. Because why not? I think so. I should have an extra twinning counter. That's a little sad. Yeah, it's C3. Nice. GG. Wow. Just play the guinea pig? Crazy game, very cool, thank you. That's true. If I wanted to actually get into R&D, I could play the guinea pig. Playing the guinea pig would get us into R&D. 1 bravado, 2 clone chip, 2 threader. Why do we have is CC clone chip? Oh, commission. Okay. I mean, we really only need 1 threader, right? Like, I think bravado's really good. Creative commission's really good too. I mean, what? It's like clicking 4. Bravado is clicking 3. You make a run. Gachapon finds the threader. Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm not afraid of like not finding the threader. The only thing that's pushing for the second threader is that we have the MU for it. So like getting a second threader is actually just good value. It's only really good after you find paperclip. Yeah. Yeah, like threader is good late. Like you don't want to find it early because you have to spend a click and 3 credits installing it. Yeah, that was my thinking. Spare MU, so may as well. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. It does. I'm not opposed. Yeah, let's do it actually. Because like Creative Commission's just a good card. Let's do it. So second creative, cut a bravado, second multi-threader. Puts us to 44 cards. We could just cut this liberated now. Because we have 2 creative commissions. Also the casts were okay. We could even just cut the casts. But also we could cut twinning. And just play 1. That would make the deck a bit better, I think. Play third casts. Or we could just cut the cast and play 40 cards. We did go through our deck pretty nicely. Let's play 3 casts. 43. Okay, I probably have time for 1, maybe 2 more games, but probably just 1. But this deck is really fun. Playing another, this deck is fun enough. Yeah. Live is a bit bad without Paladin or Patchwork. Casts look like they were doing work. Yeah, okay. I like Cast more than Live here. Yeah, for sure. I like Cast more than Live, for sure. Okay, let's do another. Alright. Oh. Never mind. We're waiting. 27 credits after 3 turns. Let's see if we can beat that. Like, I'm thinking, what? Peace in Our Time gains you 9? Like, let's not think about Peace in Our Time. Peace in Our Time is like an exception, right? Because that gives the other side money. We didn't give the other side money. So, like, think about, like, any other deck. Like, how do you get to 27 credits after 3 turns? You've found, like, all 3 your gambles. So that's 12, plus your opening 5 is 17. So you still need to gain another $10. So you're, like, you're criminal and you played some dirty laundries and bravados. Alright, Joe, what do we got? Ob. Old Siphon could have done it. Ah, yes. Old Siphon could have done it, yeah. Siphon Andy got a good start. Liberated doesn't... Like, the thing is, you hit Liberated, but then you usually spend your money doing other stuff. Like, in my game, I was actually advancing my board, and, you know, absolutely killing it in the money department. We mulligan because we need card draw. We just mulligan for card draw, I think, in this deck. His hand is sick. Hand is sick. I think we don't install the daily cast. I think the turn is just Gachapon 0 Guinea Pig. And then if we can find safety first, we install safety first, and we get our safety first draw and our Gnat credit. Seems like an equally sick turn 1. We didn't find it. That's sad. Okay, if we could die to a Zeef Protocol here. So I guess we're taking a credit. It's a little sad. Because if I take a credit, then I get another credit with Gnat. We'd also like run R&D. Let's just take a credit. Gachapon for it? Gachapon for what? Oh! You're right. Okay, we didn't get it. Cradle, I guess. MK. Dirty Laundry. Oh. Dirty Laundry. Say done. It's an urban renewal. That's not good. That is not good. What code gates are even in this deck? Gamble, run. Oh, that's fine. Okay. I really want to hit 0, but this creative is so good. Yeah, we have to hit 0. Okay, Steel Sin's a good draw. We'll just take a credit, and then we'll set up for next turn ending on 4 cards plus Steel Skin. Yeah. Why Gachapon? So Gachapon so that we might find safety first, so then we safety first draw. It was just bad. I should have Gachapon before spending my last click. Because if I Gachapon before spending my last click, then I can play the gamble, or play the creative and then get my safety first. If I got the safety first, then I might have asked for, like, to take back ending my turn so that I get my card draw, so I go to 3 cards. It's fine, don't worry about it. Install credit. Okay. This turn is, if you draw, you'll still get your Gnat credit. Yes. Yes. Oh, it's the one of multi-threader. Ooh. These are all good cards that I will lose to Urban Renewal. That sucks. Okay. Do we want the safety first? The multi-threader or the Keiko? The Keiko, we have another one in the deck. Oh, the multi-threader, we have another one in the deck. Okay, so we don't care about the multi-threader. So it's either the Keiko or the safety first. And it's probably the safety first. Oh, wait. I'm just a genius. Yeah. Look. It's not every day you play safety first, okay? Oh, hey! Everybody else, or at least 2 others in chat made the same mistake. Very good. I feel a lot better. Thank you. Thank you for your misplay support. Oh, wait. We all fell for the same thing. Oh, just... yeah. You just res and click Rashida now. Yeah. There you go. Okay. And then you have to fire the Urban Renewal first, and then you get the Wall-to-Wall, which only gets you a card, because advancing a card doesn't matter in this deck. This is just Bridgman Ob, except it has 2 Audacities. That's the only notable difference. That was really funny. Install safety first would have been so bad. You have a spin resed. Yeah, if you trigger the Urban, then you res the spin, then you can't get your wall-to-wall draw, or whatever the other triggers are. Drew first? You only get... yeah. Why are we splashing for safety first? Because we're gonna play the game on low hand size and draw with safety first. That's why. Because it means that we can end our turn with low cards in hand, get a card with safety first, and then we also get dollars from Gnat and like strength and cradle. So the whole deck synergizes with having low cards in hand, and safety first is a draw engine for having low cards in hand. Also, I the whole time just forgot safety first lowers your hand size by 2. So Ghost Tongue is actually not good, because Ghost Tongue actually makes your hand size 2. And that can actually be an issue. Not really, I guess. Install, ice. Okay. Start turn. We go Mamie, guinea pig, draw, hit the 0. Yeah. We don't need the Taka. I think there's only one Taka in the deck. Let's see. Yeah, there's only one Taka in the deck. But like we're not gonna break that much ice against this Ob anyways. So it's more just about getting money. Get money, get breakers, get twinning, get our other copy of multi-threader. Steal some agendas, hopefully. As if it's extremely frustrating for the goal of this deck. Yeah, it is, it is. Safety first won't draw you past 2 anymore. Yeah, exactly. So I have to end the turn on 1 card in order to get a safety first draw. And like there was a couple times last game where we ended the turn on 2 cards and drew to 3. Also, it's kind of a blessing that we didn't find an early safety first, I guess. Blessing in disguise. Okay. Leech is good. Leech is very good. Do we have MK? No, we don't. So we're still looking for MK, although this deck only plays Veritas, so we can just run without MK. I think we do want the Leech, though. So I think we just, like, install Leech, run R&D here. And then next turn, it's, like, Gachapon, hit 0. Yeah, we still have a couple turns before this Urban Renewal does anything. There could just be agendas on the board. There's also a Spin Doctor, so we kind of should run Archives, maybe? Yeah. We'll run Archives. We're just gonna force the agendas back. We'll run R&D next turn because there's not that much ice in this deck, right? So usually you like might not want to do this and you want to take advantage of the open R&D because there's no ice on R&D. But we've already installed 4 ice. There's not that much ice in this deck. Boom in the bin. Yeah, it's a good note. 3 face downs. One of them was boom. But also he knows like we have like a lot of money, but the money does go away, so we'll need to watch out. In terms of code gates, there's Mausolus and Afshar. Afshar will always be able to break, so it's just Mausolus we need to keep in mind. We'll need to like decide if we want to break it or if we want to just eat it. Ah, we found the ice on R&D. It's disappointing for us. Okay, what was the turn? Gachapon hit 0? Wow. Why did we lose the 50-50? Okay, let's run HQ. Can we find the other Steel Skin? And then we don't even need to run this. That would be ideal. Otherwise, we have to run this next turn. And that's just gonna suck. I don't know what we're doing here. Oh, we could use Mamie to trash a card from our grip at random if we find an agenda. That's really funny. Alright, let's go HQ. There should be an agenda in here. Afshar? Okay. Okay. We can go R&D last click, sure. Could be Mausolus. It's another economic warfare. Alright. Alright, fine. Okay, we need to find our Steel Skin or we need to like gachapon for our paperclip and then run the remote, or we have to install paperclip from our hand and then run the remote, because otherwise we die to a Zeph Audacity. We could also just hope that he doesn't have a Zeph Audacity and just eat the meat damage anyways. It's a little risky. Feel the power of frozen yogurt. Yeah, it's pretty good. Install, draw, install. So we're digging for what do you call it? Well, there's the steel skin. No install. Yikes. Okay, if we hit 0 and we don't hit the paperclip, so we're just going through worst case scenarios here. Hit the 0, we don't hit the paperclip, and we don't draw the steel skin, then we have to install paperclip and we have 2 clicks to run the remote. Which is enough. Yeah, okay. There's the steel skin. Yes, that's really good for us. We can even play the gamble for a bunch of money here. I think we run the naked cards. Probably. We probably threw in a Zeph on the board. Let's run server 10. I think we trash Maryland. Yeah, we'll trash Maryland. Okay, let's draw and let's play our gamble. Okay. Draw and gamble, yeah. They got rid of 3 dupes, that's good. That's true, that's true. Gachapon sucks, bad card. Gachapon doing its best Page Piper impression. Yeah. That's exactly what's going on. We've drawn through our deck, no safety first. But we've like been hitting 0 a lot. Last game we weren't hitting 0 that much. Is it a Zeph server 11? Might be. The fact that he hasn't scored any points yet is really good for us. There's still a twinning in our deck. Oh. We might have made an error last turn. Like, we're really lucky we didn't draw. Like, we drew a paperclip when we went draw gamble. Because if we drew our twinning, then we, like, can't twinning anymore. Also, multi-threader's still in the deck. So we have 1 multi-threader, 1 twinning in the deck. That's really all we care about. Do not take the wall-to-wall draw before ob trigger. Yeah. Then you install twinning and don't play the gamble. But then Mamie was on 3. I don't know if there was a way we could have avoided that. Because if we don't run, we draw the twinning. We don't have enough clicks to gamble twinning and draw another card. So I guess there's like no way to avoid that. Because Mamie was on 3, we kind of like want to play the gamble. Install. Wait, what? Install server 2. Install server 13. Gain a credit. Okay. We get our Gnat dollar. Very good. I think we hit 0 here. Or we dirty laundry the remote. Is there damage cards that we're concerned about? Not really. There's probably an agenda. Kind of want to find our twinning. Tough spot. If we do nothing for another turn, is that okay? This is probably an agenda. I really do want to check it. Ugh. Laundry the remote. If we find twinning, then we can really start to just win the game. It would be ideal if I can zero this gamble. But also, I probably shouldn't zero. I should just draw. Yeah, let's draw click one. That is actually good. Oh, I shouldn't laundry because there could be border control. Laundry mode is so greedy. Yeah. We got there. You're right. Okay. We just run it. It forces like envelopments to start ticking. I like this. I like this run. Multi-threader was a good draw. Yeah. Don't ask again. Pay 2? Pay 1? We could get newsed. We can't just give him money though, I don't think. Envelopment? Veritas. We could pay 5 to not have to pay 4. But we're gonna have to run it again. We'd rather give the corp money. So let's do it that way. We're getting dangerously low on credits. We're thinking about popping? It's an urban renewal. Okay. Guess we trash that. I guess we take a credit, and then we get double econ hard hitting. But I die to a Zeef, so yeah, we'll just take a dollar. Spin Doctor. Immediately shuffling. That's really good for us. Okay. It's good for us for the purposes of stealing agendas and winning the game. Because I feel like that's where this game is headed. Is we're gonna get tagged, and we're gonna have to get some accesses and win the game. We'll see. We have 3 turns to run this. And also we can just snipe some Azifs, so. This turn's gonna be double econ hard hitting. So we go down to 5 credits and we start the turn on 6. So it could be we died a boom. I think there's only 2 booms in the deck. We did discard 1, but discarding 1 could just mean there's another one, but it could also mean that it was so early that we wanted to get rid of it. It's probably the latter. But also we can just gamble next turn. Because this turn could be like draw, gamble, clear 2 tags. But then we die to boom. Okay, clear 3, take a credit, it's fine. They might trash Mamie. Yeah, that's... We'll have to take that. Hmm. Because we haven't seen any agendas yet. So, like, HQ should be loaded. I just don't know if we can find 4 agendas in the next 2 turns. Because if we can find 4 agendas in the next 2 turns, we don't need to trash the urban renewal. But also, we just need to find the Azif protocols, right? Triple install is... There's probably an agenda in here. So we probably laundry one of them. Yeah. Yeah. So let's go laundry. Server 14. I think we run all 3. I don't know. We could draw now. But also, like, just play the gamble, draw 2 cards is pretty good. Play the gamble, draw 2 cards is actually quite good. Huh. Nice. Okay. I'm surprised Mamie lived. Me too. And they feel desperate. I bet they're 2 agendas. Yeah, I that's why I was like, I want to run all 3. But snipe the Azif and like just gamble up to 15. And like now with this much money, I can just run back and trash the urban renewal next turn. Which buys us another turn of living. Also, with 2 Econ Warfares down, there's only 1 left. So the next time they land hard-hitting news, we're probably going to have a decent amount of money still. Which means that we can probably like aggressively run on that turn if needed. Oh wow, we just picked the right server. Stole the Azif. The other 2 cards was Drudge Maryland campaign. Okay. We have like decent chances here. There's no urbans in the bin, right? Oh, there's one. Right, we went through all 3. We shuffled 2 back, so there's one. Hit Drudge Work, card new remote, trash Mamie. Fine. So now we run this. This costs us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we get hard hitting again. Yeah. Not much we can do about that, right? Should we find out if R&D is an envelopment first? Although if it's a Mausolus, that's really bad. I do want to find out if R&D is an envelopment first. The turn could be run archives. It could be run. I mean, we might as well run HQ then. It could be run archives, run R&D, and then run the remote twice. Because I want to bait the envelopment res first. Because if we run the remote and the border control gets popped, then he might not res the envelopment. Am I overthinking this? Maybe. Okay, let's just run the remote. We're not installing twinning this turn. He's probably gonna pop this because it costs us a lot of money. Oh, also for, yeah, we'll probably just use this then. Yeah, why not? Yeah, he probably pops. We're not popping? I'm expecting a pop. Yeah, okay. Nothing to search for. Oh, right. Okay, so envelopment wouldn't have been a good bait anyways, because there's no more 3-costers left. I forgot about that. Okay, so we run back. We should probably check server 17 for Rashida. But honestly, Rashida's just fine. Yeah. We'll just click for 2 credits after, I think. We've only ever paid 1 credit to break this sandstone. Okay, econ hard hitting, and then we probably have to like slam twinning, run HQ, steal 2 agendas, and then hope that we can get into R&D and steal 1. I could laundry 17 and draw 1. I could. But we might need the laundry for running HQ. Like our next turn might be install twinning, laundry HQ, and then spend the cradle money. Or like spend money to break the Ash Shard. Don't have any money to lose. C2. Oh, actually, that doesn't even work because we get a Gnat credit, and we kind of want to use 1 multi-threader credit. So, yeah, that doesn't really work. Okay, that's good. That's gonna sit there for the next 3 turns. We're drawing for Econ Warfare or hard hitting. We don't have it. Both. But we have hard hitting. Because otherwise we would have drawn click 2. We don't have hard hitting. Nice. Very nice. Okay, we can start twinning now. How many spin doctors are gone? Just 2. So it's run server 18. Install twinning. I have to clear my tag. That's not an above the law, right? Yeah, we're not going to run server 18. Draw. Install twinning. Clear tag. Take a credit. Boost. Paying 1. Go to you. Start turn. Pay 1. Wait, what? This is a weird prompt. Uh-oh. Did we just, like, screw things up? How many credits do you want to spend? I want to spend 1 credit. Oh, it was above the law. No way. That sucks. It was in server 13? I should have checked it? Wow. Ugh. We were doing so well. I should have checked it. What are the chances the other cards are agendas now? That's not good. All right, so now we just rip singles out of HQ, singles out of R&D. Let's find out what's in R&D first. Oh, that sucks. All right, let's go R&D first. We just need to get accesses now. Okay, that's free. Okay. And then we laundry HQ. I should have thought that through and spent a real credit. That's fine though. We just draw and play creative. Ugh. Man. Getting Spin Doctor. Okay. Should be agendas in hand. Although, like, with the Drudge Work sitting there, like, I don't know. There's probably an Azif in hand. Just waiting for Audacity score. The issue this turn is that he's going to play hard hitting, and then we have a hard hitting Urban Renewal fork, which means we need to just spam run HQ. And. Oh, wait, what? That seems bad. Okay. Yeah, that seems really bad. Now I'll just. Huh? Yeah, that seems really bad. Okay, so we don't need to lose cards now. Like, I could just run this and trash it. That costs me 3, 4, 5, 6 credits. It's better for me to just draw 3 and eat the meat damage, is it? Is there economy left in the deck? Guinea pig count 3. There's 1 daily cast left in the deck. There's 1 daily cast. I don't know what the other cards are. Oh, there's 1 safety first, so that does nothing. I think daily cast is probably just good enough justification to run this. But also I need to deal with whatever this ice is. So maybe we just draw up and like eat the meat damage. Oh, bravado. Okay, never mind. That's a lot of money. Yeah, I forced the spin for sure. So I think we laundry archives. And then we run the urban. And then if there's an Azif like naked on the board, like we just lose. We could draw so we don't die to a naked Azif on the board. I don't know. Urban Renewal and an Unseen card. He doesn't have that much ice. Ah, Mausolus in the bin. That's what we want to see. Also the third Econ Warfare. Oh, wait. Did he not draw the... He didn't draw the hard hitting. Because he shuffled with Ob. I missed that. Okay. Okay, so now we just bravado the remote. And we die to a Zeef protocol. Right? I think so. Are we gonna play around with the third copy of a Zeef protocol and naked on the board? No. I think he does have a third border control in the deck. So we pay 5. Do we pay 5? If he gets the border control though, is that fine? Yeah, it is. Okay. No, let's pay 4. Alright. Bravado and then check one of the two? I could. Should I roll? I can roll and check. But he might pop the border control. We'll see if he does. I could also just let that fire lose 2, take a tag. Instead of paying 3. He does fire it. Okay, so there's an Azif on the board. Oh, wait. I should just lose 2 and take a tag. We're gonna pre-type GG? Oh, okay. Yeah. That sucks, I guess. So we could die to a Zeef Audacity now? But also if he doesn't find the third Azif, like, we are ripe with agendas. Oh yeah, it is just Azif. Okay. Oh, it's not. Oh my god. How many naked agendas were just on the board? Too many is the answer. Alright. We're running R&D 3 times. Okay, I guess we'll do it this way. Yeah, his money doesn't matter. Oh, I guess I should spend real credits so that Afshar? I don't know. Okay. Run the hand for GFIs. We'll trash it for an extra access. Nice. All right. Take out the urban now. No. We're winning before this urban takes to 0. We're gonna get hard hitting. Oh, but also we just trashed the boom. We could take down the urban. Yeah, you're right. But no, like now he can't audacity score. He's short a card. Also, how much ice is even left? Like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and this is the 9th ice that we just installed. Clearly the game is in R&D. We die to Mausolus? Oh no, we don't. Run R&D. Okay. What's the turn? This costs us 4, and this costs us 1. But then border control is gonna fire. Pay it for using programs. So we lose to top deck agenda, audacity in hand. We lose to top deck agenda, audacity in hand. The remote costs us 6. No, it costs us 5. Okay, so let's run HQ. Break. Say done. Fire. Continue. Oh. We had no money anyways, so it doesn't matter. Nice. Oh my god. Woo! Wow. That's crazy. It had to be GFI. I mean, like, there is 3 GFIs, and GFIs are just, like, dead agendas that are in hand, but it had to be GFI. Last 3-2, bottom card. Audacity in hand. How many cards to trash your urban? Yeah, 5. 5 can, but 2 can be threader. Yeah, so we could have started our turn on 0 because we would get $1 off Gnat, and our turn could be credit, run the remote, and we still have a click left. But we just died to 3-2. We lose to 3-2 audacity. I think I threw when I scored the Azif off the table. There's no audacity in hand. You threw when you scored the Azif off the table. I don't recall that being a bad turn. You had a lot of agendas on the table. I should have thrown the last Econ Warfare at you, probably. Yeah, you could have played the Econ Warfare, and yeah, so the turn where you audacity'd the Azif. No, the turn where you audacity'd the Atlas. Or wait, what? No, because you scored the Atlas off the board. The turn where you audacity'd the Azif, instead of playing the Econ Warfare like you were just saying, we had accessed the hard hitting as the top card of R&D the turn before. And I played, like, I didn't play as if, but I planned my next turn assuming you were going to hard hitting me. And then you didn't, and I was like, oh, that seems like a misplay. But then I realized that it was actually because Ob shuffled, so you never actually drew the hard hitting. then I have to work to get the urban. All three of those snuck through on the table. Yeah, Audacity. Yeah, we Audacity'd the Azif, but the other two snuck through on the table. Yeah. Cool game. Cool game. What is the okay? Daily casts, and I'm just gonna take a quick scan to see if I can figure out what the last card is. And I can't figure it out. Oh, it's daily casts and safety first. The card I forgot was the Bravado. Yeah. The card I forgot was the Bravado. Okay. Yeah, man, I'm super happy that I did the NEH, the Mirrormorph, and the Gnat. Because I like had so much planned and I didn't know how much I could actually get done. I'll probably post the Gnat and the Mirrormorph. The other deck is already posted. That is the NEH. So if you want to check out the NEH, it is here. Bridgman's already posted it. I will put a link to all three decks in the description of the video. Yeah. Thank you everybody for hanging out. Hopefully I'll be able to do more. I probably have yeah, this week is like the start of like a reading week break, so thought I'd take the first day of just hanging out on stream. Again, new players in Vancouver, like really has like injected life into just excitement for the game, and I've like really bounced off that. So I'm loving it. I'm probably gonna go to the weekly meetup tomorrow. And I think, as I mentioned earlier, I'm probably gonna have to miss Random Access Memories because of Twilight Imperium on Saturday. But I am really excited to play Twilight Imperium. I really love that game. We're gonna be teaching it on Saturday and then the Saturday afterwards. So, oh, and also teaching Netrunner to my fellow resident members on Friday. So that'll be fun. I will just have like a bunch of gateway starter decks, and I'll explain the rules and then just kind of let them play, and I'll just hover around and answer questions. So I'm really looking forward to that. I'll probably bring like, I don't know how many playmats I have, but I probably don't have enough. Yeah, I don't think I only brought like 3 or 4 playmats with me to Vancouver. The other ones I just gave away in Edmonton. So I probably don't have enough to just bring playmats for all the tables. But figure something out. Okay, thanks everybody for hanging out. And I will